This is the Civil Rights Award given nationally. It's called the Aztec Award for people of civil rights at the National LULAC Convention. Rick Tobalina, the national president of the League of United Latin American Citizens in Washington, D.C.'s National Convention, gave me this award. Hi, my name is Lico Reyes. I have been in the Civil Rights National Committee. I am now Immigration Chair for LULAC, Texas for the 5th year in a row. I want to talk to you about the Civil Rights Survival Kit. It is a book that I've dedicated many years of my life to making. This is the introductory letter. It's to every civil rights and human rights organization in the United States of America and across the country. It shows you step by step how to do civil rights, how to defend people's human and civil rights. This is a list of my accomplishments. This is the Civil Rights March for Human Rights in Dallas, Texas in 2002. I think it's 2002. In 2006, 500,000 people marched in downtown Dallas, led by Domingo Garcia, who is now running for national president of LULAC. These are the definitions of civil rights, as the dictionary and civil rights people put it. This is a Civil Rights Committee. I am right here. This is Richard Zambrano. He is the former Deputy Director of the Civil Rights Community Relations Service. Ed Elizondo, the former EOC Director for Outreach for LULAC and for the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. And these are leaders in the LULAC community. This is up at the Civil Rights Survival Kit. You can find it at civilrightssurvivalkit.net. This is the original Civil Rights Committee in District 21. This is an explanation of what this LULAC does as far as complaints. You bring a complaint to us. The complaint is something that you believe you perceive to have happened to violate your civil rights. This says that LULAC will assist you in rectifying your perceived violation of civil rights. This is a civil rights complaint form. This is the form that's sent to the organization or company that's violated your civil rights. This is an example of exhibits. I'm with the United States Elective Service Board, and this is the United States Workers Steel Workers Association. It's a union. The LULAC Code, the LULAC Prayer, and this is a definition of what LULAC does. This is a complaint that I filed with the United States Department of Education Office for Civil Rights, through which I was able to attain $85 million for the school dropout in the state of Texas. This is an article done by El Heraldo News about violations of profiling of my civil rights when I was stopped and told that I was a white person, when in actuality I am a Hispanic person. I'm a brown person. This is a this is a document signed by very many organizations in Texas. They were prepared by Richard Zambrano, and Camarita Pope Freeman. And this is a NAACP and LULAC signed by Camarita Pope Freeman, the former regional director of the Department of Justice Community Relations Service, to indicate that LULAC and the NAACP work together for civil rights issues. These are resolutions that were presented at the LULAC convention in Texas, the state LULAC convention in Texas. I am a member of the United States Elected Service Local Board, and these are articles about the rights of the people to sign up with the Selective Service in case the draft was ever initiated again, showing that these people were eligible to serve the United States of America in the armed forces. I am a member of the local board. This is my card. And the United States Elected Service Board checks for the registration of individuals. If they don't register with the United States Elected Service, young men by the time they're 16 to 25, they can be fined $250,000 and incarcerated. Even if somebody is not a citizen and they're living in the United States, they must sign up with the United States Elected Service Board. And they will be given temporary visas. This is how to do a press release. These are open records requests, examples of open records request. Freedom of Information Act is a federal open records request form. It's stronger than the Texas Open Records Act. This is an open records act done by the Steelworkers Union, of which I am a representative. This is about an investigation of enforcement regarding the violations of U.S. voting rights according to the Department of Justice Office for Civil Rights, Voting Rights Section. With that, I was able to ensure that there were interpreters present at voting sites because of the Civil Rights Act of 1965. These are done by the ACLU, American Civil Liberties Union, in Spanish and English, how to know your rights when you are stopped by a police officer. This is a list of lawyers by name, phone number, and the type of legal procedures that they work with. Traffic tickets, criminal justice, immigration, financial, bankruptcy, election fraud. And this is the same list of lawyers by their home address, by their business address. These attorneys all know me, and I know them. This is a list of USA and state agencies, like for instance, the Texas Attorney General, the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services, like Child Protective Services. This is a federal list. Federal lists like EOC, Department of Justice, Department of Education. And this is how to fly the American flag. The American flag is always the highest, the furthest, closest to you, or the most right flag when you're facing the public. When you see the President of the United States, the American flag is always over his right shoulder, like it is over my shoulder right here. This is I-9 employment form made by the Department of Labor. I was the first one to get this, and I published it. This is a W-7 form in Spanish and in English. W-7 form is a taxpayer identification number. And LULAC does not accept money or any kind of gratuity from people that were helping with civil rights investigations. Somebody gave me a check for $100 and I voided it because we're not in the process of making money. We're a non-fiduciary organization. And I wrote them a letter thanking them for sending me the money. These are a list of my accomplishments, my education, my experience, and recognitions. And this is recognition by the State Senate, by the President of the State Senate, for my involvement in civil rights and labor rights. And this is what I want you to hold in mind, that you have a right to be treated with the same dignity and respect as everybody else around you. We defend Hispanics, African Americans, Asian Americans, people of lower economic resources, children, elderly. We protect everybody under their religious rights, their age rights, and every single right that is protected by the United States Constitution. My name is Lico Reyes. You can reach me at 817-454-4716 or email me at Lico, L-I-C-O, Reyes, R-E-Y-E-S, @att.net. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much.